Hey, Tanith, a lot of people of my generation, when figure skating comes around again for the Olympics, we immediately think Tonya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan, and that story's been resurrected again this year because of the movie I, Tonya. I wonder if I know you were young at the time, but I wonder what you think of that whole episode.
Well, yeah, I certainly don't have any memory of that happening, when I was just a kid. I don't really
Have you ever met
think
with
I can
either
grab
of them?
it, but yeah, I've met Nancy a lot. I've never met Tonya, but I've performed with Nancy a number of times. Although it's not like it's something that you really bring up.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So what was that like?
I would. Remember the time you got whacked in the knee?
But no, I mean, the truth is, and the story circulates in the figure skating world just normally as a mention of that was really what made American figure skating so popular.
Yeah.
For better or worse, that was what brought the pinnacle of attention to our sport. And, you don't ever want to. Sorry?
I said it was necessary then.
Well, no, I would not say that.
It's a good thing. It's a really good thing.
I'm just kidding.
But it was just, it's incredible. And they mentioned it in the movie. And Tonya, Tonya was, as popular as anyone else in the whole country at that time. I mean, just the level of fame that whole thing reached was so beyond figure skating that, it really, for a lot of skaters around that era, it catapulted their careers, into the stratosphere, just because people were so interested in watching the skating stories and wondering if there would be more drama like that to come in the future. So I don't wish for that to be the case. But it's just it's a bit funny that was really the height of figure skating in terms of popularity was really more so than anything else, a reaction to that incident with Tonya and Nancy.
I wanted to ask you, and I don't know if you can be honest with me about this, but it's one thing when a snowboarder goes out and he bites it and he's got no one to blame. But when you're a team out on the ice and, Ben flings you in the air and you wipe out, or if he goes to do something and he missteps and wipes out on the ice, is that something where you guys as teammates would ever look at the other and just feel like, you son of a bitch, how dare you, Ben? How did you fall there? We've worked 4 years for this.
You know what? I think that doesn't happen as often as you would imagine it does, only because in those 4 years and every time you're on competition, more often than not, like it's 50-50 who's made the mistake. You know, I mean, of course it stinks for both of you when it happens on the world's biggest stage, but leading up, any given day, it could be me or it could be him. So, and it certainly doesn't help your partner, in the next round of competition to give them a hard time about it. You want to just move past that so that you can both give your best performance the next time around. And the best thing to do in that case is remain supportive so that, they don't beat themselves up, because having been in that position just as often as they have, how awful it feels. And the last thing that you want to do is make them feel any worse about that. So I think it's just, you can so immediately put yourself in their shoes that it would be the most hypocritical response ever to condone, to come down on them for that.